Good day, everybody. Welcome back to Dialar's Twi'lek Tactics. In today's video, we're going to do another Eternal Evolution character deep dive. We're going to be doing my first triple S character, none other than Crete. For right now, in the current state of the game, he is, I'd say, the second best account-changing character, and he is the #1 best tank in the game. So, you know the drill. We're going to dive deep into him. We're going to go over his skills, his talents, his gear, and we're going to discuss everything that makes Crete great. So let's dive right in. And there's my boy, the shining star in my account, Crete. So as the thumbnail and as I said in the introduction, Crete is hands down the best tank in the game. You are most definitely going to want this guy for your roster. He will catapult it to levels that it's never seen before. So let's dive into everything that makes Crete great. So let's look at his talents or his skills right away. Crete jumps to the target area, then swings his weapon to smash the ground. He inflicts 460% of his defense, and that ramps up as you level him. Level 2, I got mine at level 3, which is 160. He'll do a high percentage of his defense to damage to all enemies in a designated area. And if you put his skill on manual, this is his ultimate, you'll get a big circle, and that's where he'll jump to. And that jump is considered a displacement, which I'll get into or tell why that's relevant later on. Second, after a small delay, that's interesting wording, Crete charges the enemy. He inflicts, again, a percent of his defense as damage to all enemies in his path and knocks them back. Maybe this one's the displacement. I don't know. This is a charge. The first one was a jump. Maybe it's this one, but I think it's the first one if you're going to ask me. Skill 3. Swings his hammer, inflicts 310% defense as damage to enemies in range. So I'll read that as an AoE. I think he does have a lot of AoE talents. And then each time this skill is cast, he increases defense in accordance with the numbers hit. So he'll ramp up his defense, gain 2% defense in turn for each enemy hit, and it ramps up to a maximum of 20. Knockback distance is increased there. I forgot to say that on his ultimate, he'll also reduce the enemy's defense by 15% for 12 seconds. So he's got a defense down debuff that he also applies to his enemies. All right, so this is his passive, so you don't really got to worry about it. It's just going on in the background. During the battle, he receives a stack of 5% bonus defense for each enemy present on the battlefield, and receives a stack of 3% bonus damage reduction for each enemy present. Again, wording is kind of weird, which lasts to the end of the battle. So basically, as you start the match, he's going to have more defense and more damage reduction, and then as you slowly whittle down the enemies, that'll come down, but you'll be taking less damage anyway, since, of course, there's less enemies on the field. This effect stacks up to a maximum of 2.5. That should be a 0.5% defense and 1.5 damage reduction. Once reaching max stacks, he enters bull form. What is bull form? He hits the enemies 3 times with a skill, increases damage by 1%, and then 1% for each enemy. Until the end of battle, gain up to 10% damage. So he's going to stack some stats until he reaches max stats, then he's going to gain an additional 10% damage, which is why you see Crete do actually decent damage numbers even when in a tank set. And then he gets at level 2, for each starting enemy, gains more defense and more damage reduction. Yeah, when in bull form, gain 2% damage up to a maximum of 20%. So that basically is his damage skill, or it's his passive. It ramps up. It gives him more damage, more defense, more damage reduction. Gives him all the good stuff. Now let's go into talents quick. You're gonna want, in my opinion, you're going to want everything on this guy, since he's the best, or one of the best characters in the game, and you're going to be using him forever. So I'd say feel free, just max all this stuff out. But if you were just going to go the minimalist route and use the most effective use, then I would say skip the damage ones. Like, as you see, I put a point of, I took 1 point into here for 4% extra attack. You could, and I went attack because he doesn't die really, but you definitely want the health ones, like this one right here, that 14% health. You want all the massive, the big talents or the big skills, and you definitely want the HP. I haven't increased this HP because, I don't know, 2300 doesn't seem like a whole bunch. Maybe I want more attack on him right now. But eventually, you might as well just max all these out. I'd say that's safe to say with any of the SSS characters. His exclusive, as you see, I'm still working on mine because these yellow pieces are so hard to get. You get a whole bunch of them from Altar after it's over. So I'm kind of waiting on that. I think you get some of them from one of the arenas too. Don't quote me on that, but you will receive them in big chunks. But for now, I'm spent, and I got them up to plus 17. At plus 20, I'm gonna need the red pieces, these red epic runes, I guess they're called, to progress from 20 to 20, basically 21 to 30. So max it out. It increases defense's damage reduction and damage amplification. I'd say on this character, you could stop at 20 and save, because there might be characters you want to take from 20 to 30 more than him, like Bailey. I do have a bunch of reds, and the reds are really hard to come by, so you know what, I might take my own advice. I might stop at 20, but you can feel free as you get them to take them up to 30, I would say. At 10, bull form, it buffs bull form, it looks like. When Crete hits 3 enemies with skill, increased damage reduction by 1% for each enemy. Yes, until the end of battle. Okay, so that was probably, we read that when we looked at his skill. And then at 20, he's going to gain 2% damage reduction up to a maximum of 20% damage reduction. So basically, he's just going to keep stacking his damage reduction stats at 10, 20, and 30. Okay, that was a mouthful. So his equipment. Don't look at my equipment and judge me because I'm waiting patiently for 3 more vigorous pieces with health. I could say, since he deals damage based on defense, that you should be running defense sets and defense primaries. But like in the artist video, you don't want to do that for the majority of the time. And actually for this guy, you don't want to do that ever. Because he's such a good tank, let's just run him as a tank. DPS aside, damage aside. And to do that, you're going to want all health sets, 3 times 2 health sets, which I want as well. But the reason why I'm not running that, much like Artis, is because I was going for the primary. As you see, the HP primary, HP primary, HP primary. And I don't know, maybe let's just look. Let's see what else I got. So I could actually, you know what? I should probably steal that. I should probably steal that off of Hercules, because it's got attack percentage, crit rate percentage, defense percentage. That is beautiful. At least until, and right now, what am I running? Damage reduction. Okay. Well, I'll do that off stream. I'll steal that. I don't think I got any hands to steal. No, not really. Artist has my only other legendary hand piece with an HP primary. And this one, Artist has my defense one. I suppose I don't use Artist as much. I should flip-flop, right? But then I need another health piece because this would be breaking the health set. So I'll do some tweaking. But you get the gist. You want an HP percent primary hands, an HP percent primary head, and an HP percent primary boots. Just health, stacked on health, stacked on health. Look for health percent secondaries. Let's see, how did I do? Nope, but I did get the defense percent primary. No health there. No health there. No health there. No health there. I'm doing a really piss poor job at getting the proper secondaries, but I'm trying to optimize these pieces as they come in. He's still a work of progress. I've only had him for 2 days. I will get the gear eventually. I'm just telling you guys how you should gear him. So that's Crete in a nutshell. An absolute monster. Best tank in the game. Let's go show you him in action. So I'm probably not gonna win because this is where I've been stonewalled until I make a little bit more progress. But I want to show you what I'm running with. Now, remember at the beginning when we were looking at his skills and I said that one of his skills was a displacement? So basically his movement was a displacement skill. Well, you're going to want to run Gautier as your commander with Crete, because what he does is when the Vanguard or Assassin hero, which is Crete, uses a displacement skill, which is his jumping or his movement, the damage caused by their next skill is increased by 60%, and they gain a shield, pardon me, equal to 30% of their woof. Gain a shield equal to 30% of their HP for the next 5 seconds. I'm not redoing this video. I've been talking too long. So that's why you want to run Gautier with them. Obviously, you'd want to run a Gautier if you can find one with a Crete in the selected characters. But this one gives a +2 ultimate to my Randall, which is awesome. Plus, it gives 4% defense to Vanguards. And since he's in the front, he's going to get a 5% bonus to his attack. So I'm just going to switch those two. And I'm also running Prism Amulet, which I really like with Crete. When a Vanguard receives damage, 45% of that damage is slowly taking over time. So it gives basically, it slows down how fast he's going to take damage. And it's going to allow my healers to keep him up longer. And as you see, if I can kill the enemy in that period, in that little 8-second window, all that damage, it didn't happen. Just forget about it. It didn't happen. So, and then obviously you want, was it Pain Rune right here? I think Pain Rune, but right now I'm running Praying Eyes because I don't have Pain Rune. But Pain Rune in the first slot here will, when the shield expires, it'll do damage, AoE damage, I do believe, which is good running Gautier with my Assassin and my Crete. So, and then I like this one because it really ramps up the healing versus Flashpoint, which I have, but I'm not really seeing a whole lot of excess healing go out on Crete. Plus, this one offers more stats, more HP, more attack, more defense. So eventually, they say Flashpoint is the one you want to go for. One, maybe if I have it, when I get it leveled up more, I'll run it. But for right now, I'm running this bad boy. So enough chitter chatter. Let's show you guys what he does. I'm gonna turn the damage meters on. I think everybody's on auto. Yeah, everyone's on auto. I'm probably not gonna win, but as you see, look at right there, Crete is ahead of the damage meters. So he can put out okay damage and great damage for a tank. Right now he's actually beating my Taylor, which is now he's first again. Okay, so wow. Yeah, this I didn't think I'd get through this, but yeah, Crete is my damage leader, unless Taylor's gonna pull something out of his butt. I know Taylor ramps up his damage, but no, Crete for the win. So not only is he the best tank in the game, but in this fight, he was my highest damage dealer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you can get a Crete eventually. You know, you probably don't need him at Immortal. I think I was running him at Legendary for a day. He did just fine. He still added a lot to my roster. If you can save your limited tickets to get him, do it. You know, he's going to be a pivotal piece of your roster. He really is. I'd say after Bailey, which is really hard to get. I think Crete should be number 1 after Bailey for heroes that you have to go for. So I hope this video was helpful. If you made it to the end, put Tiger down in the comments. Why I didn't say bull, I don't know. But tiger, put tiger down in the comments. I'll know you made it to the end. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Cheers. Peace. Bye-bye. Catch you later.